So, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with a brand new Crusadia deck profile for the post-cybernetic horizon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more new deck profiles like these whenever a new set drops, make sure you guys go on right now and smash that thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing. Let's aim for 1,000 plus likes, and for those of you who have not yet subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe for more amazing deck profiles and for more Yu-Gi-Oh content in general. And if you guys want to be part of the notification squad, make sure you guys click on the bell to get notified on each time I upload a video. So whenever a new set or new deck profile drops like these, you guys will be the first one to know. And if you guys are part of the notification squad, make sure you guys leave in the comment section below hashtag notification squad. By the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your brand new Cyber Dragon cloth playmat today. This is the double-sided cloth playmat. One side has of course Cyber Dragon hers and the brand new Cyber Dragon Seeker, and the other side has the Cyber Dragon Nova and also the Cyber Dragon Core, and they all come with link zones and also the extra mon zone as well. So if you guys are looking for an amazing cloth double-sided playmat, this playmat is the playmat for you. So make sure you guys get your hands on these as soon as possible, because these are going to be available for a limited time only. I'll leave all the information in the description box below, and I do free shipping to Canada, USA. International shipping may cost extra. And before I get started with the deck profile, I just want to let you guys know that this deck is an OTK based deck. So with only 2 cards in your hand, you can actually OTK your opponent, which I'll explain to you guys the combo throughout the end of the video. So make sure you guys stay till the end for that combo tutorial. Alright guys, start the monster quick. You're gonna play of course Triple Crusadia Maximus. This card is absolutely insane. He's the reason why you're actually able to OTK your opponent. And if you guys don't know his effect, all Crusadia monster has the exact same primary effect, where you're actually able to special summon himself to a zone a link monster points to, and you can only use that effect once per turn. But his secondary effect is the reason why you can actually OTK your opponent. If you don't know what this card effect, his effect reads that you can target one Crusadia link monster you control this turn if it battles an opponent monster, and your battle damage it inflicts your opponent is doubled. Also, other monsters you control cannot attack, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to be OTKing your opponent with Crusadia Ecomax anyways. So this card basically makes your Crusadia Ecomax becomes a Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, which is really good. Next off, you're going to play of course Triple Crusadia Draco. From now on guys, when I showcase you guys a Crusadia monster, I'm not going to explain to you guys a primary effect because they all have the exact same primary effect, but his secondary effect reads that if this card is normal summon or special summon to a zone link monster points to, you can target one Crusadia card in your graveyard except for Crusadia Draco. Add that card directly from your graveyard into your hand. So this card is an amazing toolbox in the deck to recycle your Crusadia monsters directly from your graveyard and adding it into your hand, which is really great. But not only does it target Crusadia monsters, but it also targets your Crusadia spawn trap cards as well, which is actually really important. So Triple Crusadia Draco. Next off, you're gonna play of course Triple Crusadia Arborea. This card is actually pretty good as well. Crusadia Arborea secondary effect reads that if a Crusadia monster you control will be destroyed by battle by card effect, you can manage this card from your field or graveyard instead. So this card is your Return of the Dragon Lords for your Crusadia monsters. But the really good thing about this card for the future is that this card is a warrior monster and it's also a tuner, which means that you can get access to Crystal Needle Fiber with Arborea, which is a really good. So once Crystal Needle Fiber comes out, you can actually do a 2-card extra link board. But until then, we still have an amazing 2-card OTK, which I'll showcase you guys throughout the end of the video. Next off, you're gonna play of course Triple Crusadia Leonis. His secondary effect reads that you can target a Crusadia link monster you control if it attacks a defensive position monster this turn, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So if your opponent has a token on the board while you have Ecomax on the field with combination of Crusadia Maximus on the board as well, you can do a ton of damage to a monster in defensive position. Especially with Leonis on the board, you're able to make Ecomax inflict piercing damage. Which last but not least, to round off your Crusadia monster, you're gonna play of course Triple Crusadia Reclusia. What this card does is that if this card is normal summon or special summon to the zone link monster points to, you can target one Crusadia card you control and one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So this card is able to interrupt your opponent's combo plays, which is really good. And it's also a really good card to actually get rid of floodgates or any problematic monster. And you know, going first, you can actually bring out the trap card to bring out this card directly from the deck, so that way that you can interrupt your opponent, especially while they're trying to combo off, which is really good. And again, the reason why you're playing 3 of each Crusadia monster in the deck is because you just want to see 2 copies of a Crusadia monster in your hand, so that way that you can just link climb to Crusadia Ecomax, so that way that you have a higher chance to actually OTK your opponent going second. So next off, you're gonna play of course Double Royal Legacy World Crown. This card is actually pretty good. If you guys do not know what's effect, direct reads that you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position to your zone and link monster points to. Has the exact same primary effect as the Crusadia monsters. You can only use special summon Royal Legacy World Crown once per turn this way. When a monster on the field that was special summoned from your extra deck activates effect, which is a quick effect, you can tribute this card and negate the activation if you do destroy it. So this card is actually really good to leave on the board, so that way that whenever a link monster activates effect, you can just use the effect to tribute itself to basically negate any problematic link monster effect on the field, which is really good. But the really important thing about this card is that this card is a free summon to a zone link monster points to, especially while having Crusadia Ecomax on the board. Crusadia Ecomax will basically gain 2,000 because Royal Legacy World Crown is 2,000 attack, which is really important for OTK. So, and then next guys, for your going second cards, your Kaijus. Kaijus are really important to deck. You're gonna play of course Jizukuru, Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju, and of course Triple Gamasio. The reason why Kaijus is really really good is because once you bring out Ecomax, so if you open up 2 Crusadia monsters with a Kaiju, you have game. So what you do is you basically Kaiju your opponent's monster, summon the Crusadia monsters, link climb to Crusadia Ecomax, and then you're going to be able to deal double damage to one of the Kaiju monsters, which is insane. Kaiju's really good cards going second. This deck is an OTK based deck. You can get rid of any problematic monster on the board. At the same time, combo out with Ecomax, you can have easily game, which I'll explain to you guys in the combo tutorial in the end of the video on why, you know, Kaijus are actually really important in this Crusadia deck. And then to round off for cards going second, you're going to play double Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and then draw 1 Lockbird. So you're essentially playing a total of 9 hand traps in the deck for going second. So you're going to be pretty good going second. As long as you see one of these cards going second, you're pretty much Gucci. These hand traps are actually really great to actually combat the meta. You guys obviously know how powerful Ash and Drone Lockbird are. For the Crusadia spells, we're going to play, of course, double Crusadia Revival. If you guys do not know what this card does, this card says that all Crusadia Link monsters on the field gains Foundry attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 Crusadia Link monster you control. This turn, even if this card leaves the field, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Okay, so comboing off this card with Maximus and also Leonis, you know, targeting an Ecomax while having Crusadia Revival on the board, this card, Ecomax literally becomes a better ultimate conductor triangle on the field, which is really crazy. So this card makes Crusadia Ecomax really broken by just trampling over each and every single monster your opponent controls. It's just really great, and the more monster that Ecomax is able to attack, the more monster that he's able to deal damage with, especially having Leonis and also having Maximus on the field. And this card can be accessed directly from your deck to your hand using Regulex, which I'll explain to you guys throughout the combo. But this card is obviously searchable in the deck, and it can obviously be recycled from your graveyard into your hand using Crusadia Draco's effect. This deck has a built-in Forbidden Lance, which is searchable as well. It's triple Crusadia power. It's a quick play. If you guys do not know his effect reads that target 1 Crusadia monster you control. That Crusadia monster is unaffected by card effects except for its own. It's a searchable Forbidden Lance for the deck, which can protect you from hand traps, from trap cards, from basically anything that targets it, except for itself, obviously. So Crusadia power, really, really amazing cards, guys. Next off, we're gonna play, of course, double War Legacy Succession. What this card does is that it special summons a monster from a graveyard to a zone a link monster points to, and this is actually really important to trigger off cards like Crusadia Magus and also Crusadia Regulex's effect, which is really important for your extra deck. Next off, I'm playing the brand new Pinpoint Landing. The reason why I'm actually playing this card is that this card can actually become really good in this deck. This card isn't the greatest card, but it's a card that actually lets you see another card in your hand, especially in a deck like this that allows you to single summon a monster from your hand to your side of the field. You can easily trigger off Pinpoint Landing per turn to just fairly draw a card, which is really, really awesome in my personal opinion. This is the brand new secret rare that came out in CyberKnight Horizon. You guys don't have to play this card at all, but it's just my personal attack to play in the deck because the amount of special summoning that you're actually able to do from your hand is just insane, and the more cards that you're actually able to draw per turn is just really good. An extra card per turn, a free Upstart Goblin per turn isn't that bad to me, guys. So never dead in the deck, and it's an Upstart Goblin every single turn. 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Helps clear the board, and at the same time helps put a Kaiju monster on the field, which is what you want to do. And last but not least, the 1 Monster Reborn. Same thing as War Legacy Succession. They function the exact same. And then off to our trap cards, guys. You want to play the Crusadia Vanguard. Card is actually really good going first. If your opponent makes you go first, instead of searching for the field spell to OTK your opponent, you're actually going to be searching for the Vanguard, which I'll explain to you guys the combo throughout the end of the video. But this card is actually really important to bring out your Reclusia directly from the deck, so that way that you can just interrupt a lot of combos during your opponent's turn. And then last but not least, since you're going second, you want to play, of course, double Infinite Impermanence with a total of 4 hand traps and also 5 Kaijus plus 2 Infinite Impermanence. You have 11 hand traps going second against your opponent. So that's pretty much it for the deck, guys. The deck is an OTK based deck. You just want to OTK your opponent as quickly as possible, which I'll explain to you guys the combo in a second. But before that, let's go off into your side deck. Alright, guys, for your side deck, you obviously want to side going first, because if your opponent gets the pick, they're going to make you go first, because this deck always wants to go second. But anyways, Triple Mind Crush going first and double Anti-Spell Fragrance. For going second cards, Heavy Metaphors Electrum and also Firewall Dragon. Obviously for the Cherries target, you're also playing, you know, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. The reason why, you know, these cards are in here are for your Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, for the Electrum Pendulum matchup, and also for the Kuki matchup for Firewall Dragon, you know, Hey Trunade. So that way that you can just easily OTK your opponent. Same thing goes for Twin Twister. Card's actually really broken, and you can also recycle the Crusadia card from a graveyard into your hand by using Draco's effect, which is really awesome as well. So clearing back rolls is really important, and you know, double red reboot against Ultra, guys. If you resolve this card and you have the 2-card OTK, you win the duel. So that's pretty much it for the side deck, guys. Side deck is always at the personal preference, but use my side deck as a guide to what you guys can play in your own deck. All right, guys, off to your extra deck, you're gonna play, of course, Triple Crusadia Ecomax. This card is really important in the deck. If you guys do not know what this card's effect is, that gain the attack equal to the combined original attack of all monsters this card points to. So this card is really important because you're gonna Kaiju your opponent's monster and put it to the zone in front of this card, so it can gain the Kaiju attack, which is really important. Monster discard points 2 cannot attack. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 Crusadia card or World Legacy monster discard points 2 to target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effect until the end of this turn. So this card is effect really on legs, which is really awesome as well. And also the kaiju that you give your opponent, if that kaiju is still on the board, obviously it cannot attack because Crusadia Equamax effect. It's a 1 card link monster, 1 Crusadia monster except for Crusadia Magus. It gains attack equal to original attack of all the monster discard points 2. This card has an amazing ability. If an effect monster special summon to a zone discard points 2, you basically get to search a Crusadia monster directly from your deck into your hand. And Regulex obviously searches your spell and trap card, so it searches your power and also your field spell directly from your deck into your hand, which is really important. So you basically link climb for Magius into Regulex, and you link climb into the Crusadia Equamax to try to OTK your opponent. So 3 of each Crusadia monster, definitely a must-have in the deck. And off your other XYZ monster, Borosor Dragon, Borolo Dragon, Topologic Trisdana, Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, and last but not least, the Nightmare Cerberus to run off all the link monsters that you play in the extra deck. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Before I end off this video, I'm gonna showcase you guys the combo real quick. The 2-card combos on how you can actually OTK your opponent. Alright guys, for your OTK combo going second, all you need is these 2 cards in your opening hand, and you literally just win the duel depending on how many monsters they have on the field. You can do a ton of damage, okay, with Crusadia Maximus and also Crusadia Arborea in your first turn opening hand. So what you want to do first is you're gonna normal summon Crusadia Maximus. Okay, obviously link summon Maximus to the graveyard to special summon Crusadia Magus. Alright, and what you're going to do next is you're going to special summon Arborea to Magus. And once you special summon Crusadia Arborea to link zone Crusadia Magnus points 2, you can activate Magus effect to be able to search a monster directly from your deck to your hand. At this point, you want to search the Crusadia Draco directly from your deck to your hand. And climb once again, send these to the graveyard, make Crusadia Regulex. Okay, so you make a Regulex, and all we're gonna do is you're gonna special summon Crusadia Draco to zone Regulex points 2, and then now what's gonna happen is that Regulex is gonna activate, and also Crusadia Draco is gonna activate. Draco is gonna add Maximus from your graveyard back into your hand, and then Regulex is gonna search your Crusadia Revival directly from your deck to your hand. If you're going first and your opponent makes you go first, instead of searching Revival, you're gonna want to search the Crusadia Vanguard. Alright guys, so it depends on, you know, whether or not you're going first or second. If you're going first, search the Crusadia Vanguard. If you're going second, search the Crusadia Revival. But since it's an OTK combo, I'm going to pretend to go second. So I'm going to search Crusadia Revival directly from my deck to my hand. So now what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to link these 2 away to make a Crusadia Equamax. Alright guys, so I'm making Equamax right here. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to activate Crusadia Revival in the field zone. Alright guys, Equamax is at 2500 right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to special summon Crusadia Maximus to a zone Equamax points 2. So this card is at 25 and also gains 1600. Okay, which makes this card 4100. Okay, 4100, which is insane. Okay, so depending on how many monsters that they have on the board, you can easily just OTK your opponent. Okay, so this is 4100 damage total, and you can activate Crusadia Maximus effect from your hand, special summon it because you never used this effect already. Because you haven't used this special summoning effect yet, you normal summoned it, so you can special summon this card to a zone Equamax points 2. Then you're gonna activate Maximus effect to target the Equamax. Okay, so any damage that Equamax inflicts, the damage is doubled. So this card essentially becomes Blue Eyes Chaos Max. At the same time, you're gonna activate Crusadia Revival to target Equamax, and Equamax can attack all your opponent's monsters once each, which is really good. So depending on how many monsters they have on the board, you can easily just OTK your opponent by just having these 2 amazing card combos right here. But if you're forced to go first, what you're going to do is that instead of searching the Revival, you're going to search the Crusadia Vanguard. And what Vanguard is going to do is that, if you guys do not know what Vanguard's effect, it effect reads that when you activate this card, you can tribute 1 Crusadia or 1 World Legacy monster. If you did, especially 1 Crusadia or World Legacy monster with a different original name from your deck or graveyard. So what's going to happen is that you're going to activate Crusadia Vanguard's effect. So let's say that your opponent were to mid-comboing until their Gookie play and things like that. Let's say that they were reliant on actually resolving Invoker. So what you're going to do is that, once you bring on Invoker, you're going to activate Crusadia Vanguard, basically tribute Crusadia Maximus to the graveyard to basically special summon the Crusadia Regulus from the deck, and then once Regulus comes out, you're gonna activate Regulus effect to basically target itself and target your Invoker, and then pop itself and pop the Invoker. So that's another cool combo you guys can actually do going first. It's not really effective, but that's probably one of the only plays that you can actually do going first, because this deck is an OTK based deck and you always just want to go second. But instead of searching the Crusadia Revival, you're going to search the Vanguard going first. So you have that kind of like cool interaction and cool interruption throughout your opponent's mid combos or things like that. So, and this card can also pop any floodgate as well, which is really, really awesome. So that's a cool combo you guys can do. But back to the exact same board right here, but to guarantee OTK, if you have this on the board right now, so if you open up with Gamma Seal right here, you guarantee have OTK. Because right now, Ecomax is at 4100 with Crusadia Revival and also Maximus. If you give your opponent Gamma Seal, all right, I'm gonna move these cards down a little bit. So pretend this is the extra monster zone and this is your opponent's field zone. So let's say that you give your opponent a Kaiju. So you Kaiju your opponent's monster. You want to put the Kaiju to a zone Ecomax points to. So what's going to happen is that Ecomax right now gains 2200 attack. So on top of 41, it gains 2200 attack, which makes it 6300 attack. Any damage that Ecomax inflicts to that Kaiju, it's doubled. Okay, because you have Maximus on the board and you also got Revival on the board to give it an extra boost, and this can attack every single monster on the board. So if you have a Kaiju, you're a guaranteed game, because what happens is that you Kaiju your opponent's monster and then you put it in a zone in front of Ecomax and you enter battle phase. Ecomax has 6300 attack. In this case, because it's pointing the Gamma Seal, what you're gonna do is you're gonna attack with Ecomax. This is if you're attacking into Gamma Seal, it's a total of 4100 damage right here. But since you have Crusadia Maximus in effect, the damage will become doubled. So you're basically dealing 8200 damage to your opponent using 3 cards in your hand while you give your opponent the Kaiju. So that's why Kaiju is really important, just to give you that guaranteed game. So this right here is a total of 8200 damage to OTK your opponent, which is absolutely devastating. So that's pretty much it for the cool 2-card combo and the interaction that Kaiju has with this deck. This deck is actually really cool. We cannot wait till Christian Needle Fiber to come out to basically do more damage and do more crazy combos with this deck. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Nonetheless, if you guys want to see more videos like this, smash the thumbs up button, leave a comment in the comments below if you guys love videos like these, and also make sure you guys get your beautiful Cyber Dragon Cloth playmat today. And that's pretty much it. And this is your boy Sam from Team SamuraiX. I'm signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game. I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game. I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a key with it. Like no, this league business.